Hello folks, Sam Owens here, and we have a product from XTOOL that will program and monitor your tire pressure, those little tire pressure sensors that are in the tires of today. This is a valuable tool to help with programming new ones when they need to be changed. This is the XTOOL TP150 TPMS programming tool and monitoring tool for tire pressure monitoring systems. Over here you get a charging cable. It needs to be charged, and doesn't have to have the cable to operate. It'll operate off of the batteries. You get a adapter here that is for the universal different countries plugs. Right there is, I think, European, or I don't really know which ones are what. I just know that this is the USA plug, and we're going to use that in a moment to show the charging of the tool. Right here is the OBD2 port adapter that will plug into here and allow you to monitor and diagnose the tire pressure sensors that are installed in the tires on the car. You can see each one of them. You see the tire pressure, the temperature, and the condition of the battery that's inside the tire pressure sensor. Then you get the tool itself right here, and we're going to go in detail about it in a little bit. You get a quick start guide of the diagnostic tool showing all of the controls, and there's not too many. It's very easy and friendly to operate. Right down here they're showing you what each button does. Then on the back you have a little sensor checking when you want to check the tires on a car. And here's the little procedure that is outlined. Everything is very well written and easy to understand. And then you have the settings for the unit to determine, do you want American values or European values. Certain features you need Wi-Fi, like to update or look at the different model cars and download and install the updates periodically that they give. Now, there is a user manual for this, and it is very well laid out and explains all of the features very well. And it's on this little sheet right here, the TP150 packing list, and right over here is a QR code. You can get that. Now, we need to point out one thing, is that this tool can only program XTOOL tire pressure sensors. And there's the TP100, which is a basic one. And it will not program OEM, or the original manufacturer's tire pressure sensors. So if you're going to do replace tire pressure sensors, you'll have to use XTOOL tire pressure sensors, and they fit 99% of all the vehicles, so they're available. This is not a touch screen. These are the buttons that you operate and maneuver around the screen. And right here is the power button, and right here is the charge, or you can connect it to a computer if you want to download some of the data that will be stored on it. But this is going to right now be the charging port, and we're going to try that just to show you how this operates. This is the plug, or the adapter, and you can plug any one of these on, and you put it at an angle just about like that, and then you twist and you hear it click. And then right here is the release. When you're going to take it out, you just pull it out. So that's the way it has to go on, about like that, and twist. Now we're going to plug it in, use our cord, plug this in there, and then pull this back, This is a Class C, so it goes in any way. And right there, it wakes it up. You can also use the tool while it's charging. This right here, we're going to use this in just a little bit, but it would be plugged in like this right here, and then the OBD port in the car this would go to. Okay, there it is, and this is the latest one right here of version 3, and some precautions right there, operating instructions. And then here's the content. Now, this is the way it starts. It's that same picture I showed you in the quick guide, and everything's written out there nicely. And right here they're showing that cord I showed you that will plug into the tool and then into OBD and give you a report on all the sensors. And right here is showing programming the tire pressure sensor, and that's one right there, and it does it by Wi-Fi, and charging the device. And then the functions right here, you can select the different vehicle. Now we're going to look at the tool itself, the XTOOL TP150. all right, on the side is the power button. Just a quick press and it will come on. And right here, TPMS, this is the vehicles that, and this is not a touch screen, so touching is going to not work. Right here is how you navigate these different sections. There it goes down to options, about, and then if you go again, it's going to go no more. You're going to have to go up, and then to go across, right there, recent tests that you've done, it will store tests, and then upgrades. All right, let's go to back to TPMS, and we're going to do OK to activate that. And this is where you're going to select your different vehicles. Like I have a Mini Cooper, so it's under European, so I hit the OK button, and now you use the arrows to go down to the, and it's alphabetical, to Mini. Right there. Then I hit OK, and then I go down to the model. It's a Countryman right there. And now the different years and so forth. And right here it's a 2020, so I'll go down to that one. And we do OK. And now these are the things that I can check on the Mini Cooper. I can check the wheels, I can diagnose the tire pressure sensor, I can program a sensor. Relearn is when you change a sensor out, the OEM sensor with a new sensor, it will have a new identification number. So you have to tell the computer that, and this relearn does that. It resets the new tire pressure sensor information into your ECU. So a very valuable part. You've got to, sometimes you don't have to use this. Some cars, it will automatically, as you drive, it will sense the change and update it. And then you have information that will be on the vehicles, and you navigate with that. Information, and that's the sensor information that's in the tires right now. I'm going to click it, and that's what's in the car. It's programmed already in that. This is what's going to be installed in there. And so we'll go back and look at that later. That's Continental is the manufacturer of it. Our tools that or tire pressure sensor that will be able to program will be an XTOOL sensor. Okay, and we're going to show programming one of those. All right, now let's go back. When you want to get out of this, you have a back arrow right here, and you just keep backing up and go back. And if it were America, like Ford, you'd go there and do it. Okay, I did a recent test of the Mini, and we can see that right here. There's that. Okay, and then if I push check, it will show me. Now, since I have cleared the tests that were in there, but they do stay in for a while, but they will go away if you do certain things. It clears it. But right here is the ID number, the PSI. You can change those to European type units. The degrees of the tire. If you've been out riding, it'll show you how hot they are. And the power of the battery in the sensor. You notice right there, it's showing that that's the driver side front tire, and you can go down and select each one like that, and then you can test them, and we will be testing them momentarily here in just a short little bit. All right, now to get out of this, I go over here and go left, and we're going to go out of this. Okay, now we're going to go just to options and Wi-Fi. If you're going to do Wi-Fi, and you need Wi-Fi if you're going to update the machine or the tool with new updates that come in, and you just press, you can select the different deals here, but let's just do Wi-Fi, click, and go down to the one I'm on right here. And it's connecting because I've already set up the password and all of that. It's all ready to go, so it is in there. Okay, and you don't need Wi-Fi to check the tires, and we'll go over and check the tires here in just a moment. All right, now to get out of this, we go down now, and let's look at pressure unit setting right there. And see, it's checked at PSI. You can do bar, and if you do that, it'll be in those ratings. So I like PSI, and you just go back, and we go down to temperature and Fahrenheit. So you get an idea of how you can do all of this language, and even right down to the sound. And here is the upgrade. Let's go over. If upgrades are out there, you just go here, and you have to have Wi-Fi to check for upgrades. And we will go OK. And now it's scanning. Without Wi-Fi, it would tell you you need Wi-Fi, so it's got to have it's checking with the internet. There's no packages. The reason is I've already downloaded them and installed them, and it does it automatically when you scan for it. Right here is the button. Let me get back here a little bit. All you got to do is get close to it and push the little Wi-Fi signal button like that. And there, see, it's 31.9 pounds. And now it's telling me go over to the other side. I can change those to the back tire if I wanted by using arrows. Now I go here and see it's highlighted, the passenger side. Click that. It's 31.2. Now we're going to go to this one. And you get close to it like that. And there it is, 32.3. Okay, I'm going to press it. It's testing. There. So I've got them all. Now, that didn't use Wi-Fi from like a signal from the router in the location I am. It does it between the tire and the tire pressure sensor. And the tire pressure are within value. Right down here, the temperature is 71.6. If I'd have been driving, that'd probably be much higher. And you want to monitor the battery. The battery is okay, meaning it's got plenty of life yet. And these batteries will last anywhere from 5 to 6, 7 years. So that's about the time you have to change tires anyway. All right, now here's one other thing. It stores that information until the next time. Now let's say we want to go back and check it. And you can have other cars in there stored with their information. Okay, we go there. It says, do you want to clear the last sensor? Yes is okay. No is the back arrow. See? So it's back there. If I would have done okay, those would have all been cleared. All right, now we're going to inside the car and use the cable to check the tires, all 4 of them at once. Right here is the OBD2 port, and we're going to plug, first we're going to plug this into the base here, and you just match it up like this and plug it in. You can screw these in if you want, but you don't need to. Then I have to just look up here, and this one's a tough one. And when I get it in, it will beep. And it only goes one way. There we go. And it turns on. We're plugged in. Now I just got to turn the ignition on. And the recent over here. Okay, and we want to go to Diagnostic. Okay. Please turn the ignition on. Yes. And there they are. There's the sensor IDs that are the original manufacturers: front left, front right, rear left. And there is the OBD ID for each one. And let's see, read this. Let's see what that shows. Oh, I gotta move this over to read them. And let's do okay. No codes. If there would have been a trouble code, it would have been here, like low battery or something. So I'm okay there. So that did the diagnostic, and we're all set. So to get out of it, I go backwards, and then programming. I can't program those at all. Now we're going to look at a tire pressure sensor. This is the XTOOL 100. Which is compatible with about 98 or 99% of the vehicles out there. And this will replace the OEM that's possibly bad in your tires, and you have to dismantle the tire, take the old one out, and this one goes right in its place. And this part is inside the tire, and this is out. This is a valve cover. For keep dirt out of that, and that's where you're gonna put air pressure in. And then this will, once you've installed this into the rim, this will go back in there. But before you put these in, you can program them with this XTOOL TS150, and we're going to show that and demonstrate it. And I have 2 of them, but you could have up to 8, maybe 2 cars that are the same type. It will program them, and we're going to see how this will work with 2. And we'll just put them right up here. But first we have to, and it's not touch screen, I got to go okay. We've got to select the vehicle, so it has to be selected to give you the menu for programming. See, check diagnostic programming. So we're going to go down to programming, and then I have this close, and it will only read whatever's within a few inches of the tool itself and this part of it. And now we're going to do programming. So we go OK, auto create. It has to create an ID and all the information. And then we do that by doing this. It's scanning, and they're telling you place two meters away. Okay. Oh, there, it did it. Okay, and I just deselected. Okay, there are the two right there, and each one of these has its own little number. And now all I'd have to do is OK, and they would be programmed, and then I could install them in the car tires, and then later we would do a relearn, and the relearn would take this information and put it in the ECU, changing out the old OEMs that are no longer in the tire and replacing them with this new information. And then your tire pressure monitor system will monitor these and give you reports whenever there's low air pressure or something. Now, if I want to deselect these, I just go over here and it's on that one. I take that, go down, because I don't want to program them right now. I was just showing you and programming, you would hit this key right here, would do the programming for each one of them. All right, so let's get out of that. Folks, I think you can see that when you need to work with the tire pressure monitoring system of a vehicle, and most all of the vehicles out there, this is the tool that can really perform for you. If you're in a tire shop, auto shop, where you're dealing with a lot of these all the time, this tool can get you in and out really fast. So I want to thank you very much for watching my video.